Hey girl, what? I don't mean to say hey girls. Hey guys, welcome back to a new What If video. It's not going to be What If Naruto's raised by Kurama. It's the 100 subscriber special that I promised. It's What If Naruto was part... What was it? I remember, I want to put it in a special order. Okay, I'm just going to go... It's What If Naruto was part Senju, Uchiha, Hyuga, Uzumaki, and Minato's clan. Yeah, so this starts after Hashirama and Madara have their fight, and Madara somehow survives. Like, he decided it's better off to live and fight another day, and he runs off, and then he marries a what was it? He marries a red-haired woman, who then they have a son with yellow hair. This isn't Minato, by the way. That son has the Sharingan, and then Hashirama marries the same person, Uzumaki. Who then have a daughter who has their red hair and all that, who isn't Kushina, by the way. And then the man goes on to marry... There, Madara's son, I mean, goes on to marry a normal person. Oh, wait, I got it wrong again. Yeah, the son goes on to marrying another Uchiha that was left the village, but they don't know about his heritage. Yeah. And their daughter marries an hyuga. And then Hashirama's daughter, marries an hyuga. So then they all have kids. And then Madara's daughter has Minato, who now Minato has the Sharingan. And then Madara's son and his wife have Minato, and Hashirama's daughter and that have Kushina. And then Kushina has the Byakugan, Minato has the Sharingan. There we go, back on track like normal. Yeah, and then they get together, and they don't really know about each other's heritage, but they wouldn't have really got together. And they have a kid, and this is about the Nine Tails attack. Minato still becomes all that, but he keeps his Sharingan hidden. At first, only a few people know, like the Hokage and all that. He keeps that hidden. So yeah, they have a kid, and it's Naruto. And when Naruto was born, this was during the Nine Tails Fox attack still. When he was born and opened his eyes, Minato and Kushina dropped as there was a huge amount of chakra pressure. Also, I should add up, due to Naruto's heritage, he has an overwhelming godly amount of chakra. All the ninja in the world, including Kages, don't even have half as much chakra as he does. And he even has more than the sages at pass, just for an example. So when he opens his eyes, they drop to the floor with the insane amount of chakra pressure there is, and look at Naruto's, whose eyes are white, and he has his Byakugan already activated. He is now the youngest person to ever activate the Byakugan. And this makes Minato and Kushina happy until his eye fades to a blue colour. And this shocks them, thinking, oh, I guess his eyes aren't naturally white. But then his eyes turn red, and that's due to Omori. And he's already awakened that due to his heritage and all that. And this shocks them as well, saying, wait a minute, he has the Byakugan and Sharingan? I thought that was impossible. Then one of his Sharingan turned white again, and one eye is a Sharingan, and one eye is a Byakugan, and this makes him happy until both eyes fade back to normal colour, and they turn purple. This was due to Madara's cells and Hashirama cells mixing, and they said they both start mushing the Rinnegan, but his eyes go back to normal after this. As Naruto has a weird ability so he can turn his Rinnegan off and on. I'm just gonna have it like that. This makes them extremely happy. And then as the Naruto attacks, he's seen this. And with the Rinnegan, what Naruto only activated for a second, had Groma seen Kurama being used like this makes him mad, and he uses Naruto to break Kurama out of the Genjutsu he was placed under. And then they start talking, then Kurama starts apologising to both of them for what he's done. But then he looks at the kid, and because he watched his eyes and what happened to them, he says, that kid's extremely powerful. He has a lot more chakra than I do. And Minato says, yeah, I know. He says, hey Minato, since Minato and Kushina weren't actually stabbed by Kurama at this time just yet, so they're still alive. He says, hey Minato, can you seal me inside Naruto instead of putting me back in Kushina, which angers Minato, saying she won't have to die, until Kurama places his hand on her, which replenishes her chakra, and now she's not going to die due to the fact that she's lost her nine tails. Oh yeah, by the way, I sound a bit quiet. I have a really bad throat. Yeah. So now Minato agrees to this after that, but he says there's still half of him in him, half of Kurama and Naruto, so he doesn't break out. Because Minato doesn't actually know how much chakra Naruto has just yet, and which Naruto says no, and put the entire me inside him. And I'll go willingly, so you don't need to kill yourself using Reaper Death Seal. And this shocks Minato, saying, won't you just break out? He says, no, that kid has more chakra than everything in the world combined, including all of us told beasts. This shocks Minato and Kushina, which causes a smile, and they seal the entire nine tails inside of Naruto. But he isn't like fully sealed like tight, and like Naruto, Kurama can still speak to Naruto and all that. As this is happening, Toby's watching. Yeah, Toby, he's like, wait, they're not dead. And the nine tails is gone. This angers him, and then he blitzes past Minato, who's out of chakra, and cuts his head off. Kushina screams, and he goes to hit Obito, which he responds by killing her as well. So Minato and Kushina are still dead, but Minato put a lot more chakra than he did inside of Naruto still. Then he usually put Kushina's chakra in there too. Also, since Naruto has a really strong heritage and all that, he can use chakra chains, but he hasn't awakened them just yet. Okay, let's go back to when Naruto was a kid. He's about 5, and the villagers are chasing him, blaming him for all that's happened. But instead of just being villagers, there's also Jonin, chasing him, trying to kill him. Like 3 of the Chunin throw Kuna at Naruto, and Naruto doesn't have enough time to dodge. And just as he's about to be hit, his eyes turn red, and everything slows down. Like to the point in time stopped, but it hasn't, he can still see it moving. And not having any kunai on him, he catches one kunai and cuts the other 2 out of the air and catches them. And all the other villagers are shocked by this, saying, what, you beast, you demon. This angers Naruto, where he's about to throw the kunai back at the Jonin, when she hears a voice in his head saying, kid, stop. And he's like, wait, what? And then the voice says, run, I'll explain later. And Naruto being scared as he hears another voice all around him. But it's just in his head, but he thinks it's all around him. He gets so scared that his eyes turn white. But you might think, wait a minute, did Naruto just die out of fear? Nope, he awakened his Bakugan again. Bakugan. And he looks around and he's like, I can see everything. As his Bakugan is extremely powerful. Yeah, and this is before the massacre, but there was also an Uchiha, which was one of the Jonin and a hyuga, and they see his eyes. And they're like, oh my god. And then he says, kid, take chakra away from your eyes, which he does, and then his vision goes back to normal. And he gives Naruto some of his chakra, and he says, just jump as high as you can. He does that, and he says, let me take over for a second, which Naruto lets him, not knowing who the person actually is. And then Kurama gets him to safety in an alleyway. And then they go inside of Naruto's mind, where he sees Kushina and Minato. And they explain the entire story to him, but this time it's a bit different. He sees the Nine Tails and saying, who are you? He says, I'm the Nine Tails, I'm the guy who just saved you. And he thanks him, and then he looks at the 2 people and says, for Kage-sama. And as he knows who he is, as he looks up, as you can see on the stone wall. And Minato starts laughing at Kushina, and they both say, "Call me Mum and Dad." This shocks him and says, "What?" And then they explain all the parents and stuff and what happened. And Naruto isn't actually that mad this time, as he knows that they left Chrome inside him and all that. And they left his truck inside him so they can speak to him. And then he explains about his Jojutsu and his heritage, which they now know after dying. They learnt a lot of stuff. So yeah, they explain it and they tell him how to activate each one. So for the Sharingan, he literally just needs to send chakra for his eyes, but for the Byakugan, he does a hand seal, just like 2 fingers in front of his face, and then that's how he activates the Byakugan. But this time Naruto decides to add both, and he awakens one Sharingan in his right eye and a Byakugan in his left eye. This shocks Minato and Kushina, as he's already learned to use both at the same time. Naruto starts getting happy, which Minato then demands he needs to go speak to the third Hokage. This incites Naruto saying, "Okay," and then Minato and Kushina make a pact with Naruto, like a blood pact, like a summoning thingy, but not like a full-on summon. It's just so using their chakra they can be reanimated for a few minutes, so they can talk to the third Hokage. So Kurama takes over again and using his chakra, runs as fast as he can to the third Hokage's office. But instead, Minato, using his chakra, just uses the flying Thunder God seal that he placed at the third Hokage's office and teleports there. This shot Jiraiya saying, "You already know the flying Thunder God, but you're 5, and that was Minato's seal." And then he sees Naruto's eyes and thinking that Naruto has taken over, he prepares to attack, which Naruto's eyes return back to normal. He says, "Old man, it's me, calm down." Just before he says anything, Naruto does hand signs, and Kushina and Minato appear in front of him. And they explain the entire story about Naruto and that, and they ask the third Hokage to adopt him and raise him, and they say, "Okay, is that really necessary?" And Naruto activates his eyes like a Sharingan on Byakugan, and this shocks him. But at this moment, the hyuga and Uchiha that was chasing Naruto burst in, but this time they have the head of the clans with them. So yeah, they all demand Naruto and they see Naruto there, but none of them can see the Minato and Kushina, as Naruto only allowed the third Hokage to see them. And then third Hokage tells him to wait outside his office as he's talking to Naruto, but they try to explain about his eyes and they say, "I know, get out." And he agrees to adopt Naruto and raise him, since having both Sharingan and Byakugan is extremely powerful. Then they tell him about his chakra, which shocks him. That shocks him. But then they decide, okay, let's just train Naruto bit by bit, and we want him to have a normal childhood. And they would agree on blah blah blah. The third Hokage adopts Naruto, and Minato and Kushina go back inside his cell. So let's skip a few months ahead, when Naruto and the third Hokage are training. They're practicing Naruto's chakra control, which I'm going to steal an idea from another YouTuber. The third Hokage made like a weird wire with all seals in it, which you can only turn blue if you pass your chakra through it correctly, perfectly. And Naruto, without Kurama interfering with his chakra this time, does it quite quickly. And after doing this for a few months, his chakra control becomes a lot better. Just put in simple words like that. His chakra control's a lot better than in the original. And then after this, he's learnt to activate his Byakugan and Sharingan at will. But this time, since he was only in his mind, his limits were removed on his body. But now he can't activate them both at the same time, so they're practicing to do that again. This time Naruto isn't hated by the Uchiha, as they both welcome them as family. So Itachi, Sasuke, and Naruto get along. And so there's Hinata and Neji. And the Uchiha and the Hyuga train Naruto whenever he wants. So now that he can awaken a Sharingan or any time. The two people who are especially, four actually, who are especially close is Naruto, Hinata, Sasuke, and Itachi. And they always train together, which causes them all to be a lot stronger than the original. And telling Itachi's been a lot stronger says a lot. And this time, through training and all that, now Sasuke awakens his Mangekyou, and let's just say, remember, they don't all need to be traumatic experiences. That was shown. So he awakened it through pure happiness. So when Naruto and all that were practicing jutsus, and he perfected the fireball style jutsu, and that wasn't a pure happiness. It's when his dad tried to teach it to him, and he did it perfectly. He says, just like Itachi, which his dad for the first time praised him properly. And he gets extremely excited and awakens his Sharingan, which his father's even more impressed with. So he has his Sharingan already, and they're all training, and as you're showing Naruto's nature styles, he actually has all of them. As Michin, the Madara, and Hashirama cells, all through the Stage of Six paths. Since he noticed Naruto had the Rinnegan, he decided, okay, this kid needs some of my chakras, seeing as he's already stronger than me in chakra-wise. So he has all the chakra natures, but due to Hashirama cells, he also has wood style. But Naruto doesn't know about the wood style part yet. I'll probably show that. He'll probably discover in another episode with me. Anyway, I know I feel a bit sick. I know I'm being a bit boring this episode, but other than that, all the other episodes will be a lot more exciting. Yeah, so Naruto is extremely good at foreign Shurikens, or whatever. And also, just has a lot of ninjutsus, which I'll explain now. He can coat his fist in lightning style, whichever he punches, they get shocked and the area gets numbed and it's always hurt. It's always painful, and they can't use it for a good amount of time. He knows the fire style, Phoenix style, and all that stuff. And he also knows what shockwave jutsu, since the third Hokage taught him that. And for the first time, Naruto actually knows the Flying Rajan, Thunder style, as he found it in the Forbidden Scroll, which the Hokage let him look at for a few minutes. Yeah. So he also knows that, and this time he actually perfects it at a young age before the academy. And he also knows shadow clones, and he can make literally, in the first he can make a few thousand. I'm gonna say Kid Naruto in this whatif, since I love OP characters. I'm just gonna say he can make 2 million shadow clones at his age. But he doesn't really like doing that. That's his limit. Yeah, and he also knows to seek out the shadow clones a lot quicker. But there's a huge story development in this part. Itachi doesn't kill the entire Uchiha clan. So Shisui also trains Naruto a bit. And since the Uchiha clan, Naruto had a mysterious effect on them. They're all a lot more cheerful and less power hungry. Same with hyuga, so they don't try to use the Nine Tails or anything like that, as they do know about it. But yeah, everyone else does hate him in the village, but they don't take the anger out on him if there's any Uchiha or hyuga nearby. And the Jonin who attacked him at first, before he awoken his Sharingan, they were punished and they were forced to apologise to him. And now they're like his servants, which was their punishment. But Naruto doesn't really like to use that. There's a big development in this part though, as Hinata and Naruto are friends in this, but now Hinata still has a crush on him, as he did save her like in the original, but she has a lot more confidence to talk to him now. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, so when Dante tried taking Shishui's Sharingan, Itachi and Shishui being a lot stronger from training with Naruto, and Naruto using his Byakugan and Sharingan on them, Shishui was able to stop this, and cut off Danzo's hand and took him to the Hokage, where Danzo was chucked into prison. Now, Foundation, seeing how the leader was beaten, decided not to get involved. Yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it. This was just the base. That's why this episode isn't that exciting. This was just the base for it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, the like goal for this video is 10 likes. As there's a lot of stuff I'm going to add into it. So this is going to be like a big what if. As we're going to have like Jiraiya training him, the third Hokage training with Itachi, Sasuke, Shisui, the Uchiha clan, Hyuga clan. That's just going to be a big what if. Yeah, and also his running gun he will realise he has to run a gun in future episodes. But Kurama hasn't really talked out to him yet, as he wants Naruto to have a childhood so far. But next episode is the episode where Kurama's going to reach out for him. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Like was 10. And I just hope you enjoy. Yeah, so bye. Have fun. Sweet. Peace out.